Hello, everyone, and welcome to Speed Gaming, and welcome in to Game 1 in a best of 3 in the semifinals of the 2023 Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament, the Random Percent Edition. Alongside BBQ.gov, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we are just about ready to go here between iceblue and FurySK.
Hey, Ferran, and hey, everybody. This is going to be a lot of fun. Neither runner has dropped a race in the bracket stages. So, unless we have a tie, which has happened once in this tournament so far, somebody's going to take their first loss. The question is, who's it going to be? And I can't wait to find out. All right, we're off and running, and we start with the letter, which is largely useless, and Triforces started at 1 and either 2 or 3, depending on the quest, and that's a hard on a coast and an immediate up A for Fury.
Had to step away for just a moment to do a little IRL thing, but looks like we're back and we're starting over in the west.
Yeah, you missed exactly one thing. Well, now you're all caught up because both runners have found level 7 at the grave. There's a heart on the coast, and we start with the letter, and that's about all we know. And a big thanks to our tracker in the background, Smilefires, or Saber UX is doing the tracking, I'm sorry, and Smilefires did the setup for us. Thanks to them both. They're the real MVPs in all this. We could not do this without you. As we find a Take Any on iceBlue's side, he's going to grab a candle and start burninating things.
Yep, taking various bushes and other things throughout Hyrule and putting them through Hellfire and Brimstone.
Telling those plants to rest in peace. All right, so we don't have our Armos item at our normal Armos location at the grave, so it's going to be at one of our other 4 locations. This is just a stair. That's just a potion shop.
Well, that one's not one either.
All right, well, and we get spit out on Fury's side right by where the other 3 checks are. So I guess we'll find out here in a second what our Armos item is.
Ooh, a Death Mountain spot. Okay. So not vanilla any roads. But yeah, Fury gonna beeline right over to the eastern end and try to get whatever the Armos item is. We have 3 checks over here. And now we're down to 2. But first, some money. Big bucks, 120.
Well, that'll come in handy very early. We don't yet know whether this is first or second quest money. We should know more in a little bit. As iceblue finds level 2 at the Deadwood's Letter Cave, Fury's going to complete these Armos checks here and see if we can get an item. That's a power bracelet right under that spot there. And iceblue finds an immediate cave and gets an immediate flute. Well, this is taking a quick turn.
So I'm guessing this is second quest 2 because it was a basement item.
Yes, it has to be second quest 2. So we know it's 2Q front half. So that means we started with levels 1 and 2. So iceblue declaring victory early in that level, grabbing that flute and getting out of dodge.
Yeah, we didn't see much in the way of 7. And okay, so the medium secret, pretty nice at I believe that was 39, and then just 3 for the small secret.
Yeah, good news, bad news. Good news, the medium secret's 1 off the max. Bad news, the small secret's 3. So math-wise, that still comes out to above average, just barely. But yeah, getting $3 isn't exactly doing a whole lot of good. One thing we do want to call out here is all of the folks in the caves and in the dungeons are saying the same thing. So if we want to get any hints, we're going to need the book to understand Old Men tonight.
And it looks like it's a vanilla 20 that rolled on the door repairs. We have a HUD clip over on Fury's side. And level 6 up in the I believe that's the vanilla first quest letter spot.
That's exactly it. Fury's going to dig this. We know it's 2Q6, so he knows exactly where he needs to go. It's bought by a red bubble there.
Ew.
Yeah, 2Q enemies. Oh, no one. No, thank you.
And Fury decides to go in a different direction. I can't say that I blame him.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough level no matter what. If all you have as a weapon is a red candle. Do we have Triforce and Triforce rooms? We do. Fury's going to go ahead and grab this one. So interestingly, neither of our runners have headed over towards the Vanilla Wood Sword Cave. In this flag set, that's 50-50 to have our Wood Sword, but kind of given what they've found so far, between finding the enemy roads, finding the power bracelet, and finding some levels they can look at quickly, yeah, I kind of don't blame them. I say that, and then iceblue proves me immediately wrong and goes right into the He's headed, making a beat. Well, he was making a beat. No, he is. He's going to screen scroll here. Check this cave and then go see if he can get his wood sword.
Oh, no gamble here.
And chat's making a good point. iceblue is not, and there's our wood sword. iceBlue's not tested the flute yet. I would be curious to see if that flute maybe possibly takes you to either vanilla unbeaten dungeons or new unbeaten dungeons.
And since it's been a while since I've mentioned this, I do have to ask. Did somebody say wood?
It was me. I said that. I do enjoy that joke. You have to be of a certain vintage to get that joke, to know what show that's from.
And I would imagine that that same audience is a certain vintage to have played this game in their youth. So I think I hit the target audience.
Yeah, you hit it square in the middle of the target. Okay, Fury's finding level 2 now. He took a peek in, and it looks like he's gonna. Well, no, he's gonna pirouette this, see if this opens. I believe this was the stair where the item was. Okay, so level 3 found as Fury gets his flute. Level 3 found on Candle Row on the burn spot that is a 1Q only burn spot. So we do not have a 2Q overworld. We either have a mixed or a full first.
And iceblue not bothering with the staircase?
So if this is 2Q3, yeah, that only if that's the staircase.
Oh, that goes to the rooms over to the left.
Yeah.
Can you tell that I'm not versed in Second Quest and not a fan of it either?
Yeah, well, there's a heart on the floor for iceblue. Yeah, no, Second Quest generally not fun, and if there's been anything I've learned in this tournament, it's that, yeah, I don't enjoy most things in Second Quest. Why did they invent Second Quest? I don't know. Good news on iceBlue's side, those red gorillas go down in one shot. Here's our meat block that's not blocking much. iceblue has a choice to make, and you're going to need multiple keys to get through this. Chat's telling us that the flute takes you to new beaten dungeons, so it's not going to have a lot of utility right now, but will as we get further into the game. Boy, we just can't get enough of these Second Quest enemies with the super flashy super ropes coming down off the top rope on us.
Yeah, it keeps you going strong. Oh no, that's Sugar Crisp.
Oh man, now I want Sugar Crisp. I can't believe I'm saying that. Well, okay. So we've seen now 2 vanilla items in their vanilla Second Quest caves. iceblue tries to bomb that room to the left. That's never going to bomb in this in 2Q3. So we saw flute in 2 as the stair item in 2, and now we've seen 3. That's the ladder as the stair item in 6. That's a big find for Fury.
Now Ice going to take that transport that, unbeknownst to me, had to be a transport, the thing that had to be there.
And turns out he does have to take it in order to get the Triforce. So he does not need to see that last key room down at the bottom of the right side of 3. iceBlue's done in 3.
And we have level 9 found on Fury's side.
Okay, up Lost Hills Casino Corner adjacent. That's not the... Considering where they start, that's not exactly a convenient spot for it, but you could do worse.
And I think Chad is kind of hoping for said worst.
Yeah, chat tends to do that. That's fun when you're not running this. So we'll see how mean this seed gets. Okay, level 5 on Fury's side, and he enters kind of in the middle-ish of the Z. That ladder is going to enable him to grab this key right here.
Now, if I saw that right, so this is second quest 5 in vanilla first quest 5 spot.
Yes, I think that's right. Fury considering an up and A, if he just wanted to grab the Triforce and go. But the bow's in here if this is a full 2Q item set, and that's push block. There are 2 sets of transports in 2Q5. But if this is not one of them, that's the bow. Yeah, we're about 99% certain we have vanilla 2Q item placement.
Yeah, I can't even be the contrarian or devil's advocate. And, oh, what a blockade to the Triforce.
Oh, this room sucks on 3 hearts and green tunics. Fury is going to do the exit the room and then up A, get your hearts back, and then try to despawn at least one of those blue whiz robes. And he gets one of them done. Now, it's likely that that's going to be... He's going to try to see if he can despawn it. It's likely that's going to be the primary enemy, and yeah, it is. But the good news is he's got a full complement of bombs, and if he's patient, he can bomb the bejesus out of this guy.
Patience, racing, and whiz robes are not usually a trifecta that goes well together, as iceblue sees the letter and decides to leave it be.
Yeah, both these runners are really experienced, and oh, Fury's got to be careful. He's down to 1 heart.
Oh, we found our white sword item, and it is the white sword, but 4 hearts is not enough.
Nice job with patience by Fury to get that down. Yeah, the flag that determines how many hearts it takes to pick up the white sword item and the mags item, I believe, is separate from the item dispersal flag. So even though we have vanilla items, it's not necessarily guaranteed that it's going to be 5 hearts to get the white sword item and 12 to get mags. It may be the case, but we don't know that yet. Fury gets 5 taken care of, and he is out of the Lost Hills. He's going to check this push block that does nothing. Oh no, and iceblue takes a death 1 screen east of where level 5 is.
Yeah, Tektite just was a little ambitious and adventurous here.
Yeah, those orange Tektites are low-key some of the most annoying enemies, particularly when they roll up. Oh, this is a fun little screen. Okay, Fury's going to try and reset it and see if he can get that Lionel to spawn somewhere else, like that.
Oh, small secret at the top of the waterfall.
That's $3. It's not even $2. I can't even make a Better Off Dead reference. Alright, we got the 1Q7 check. No, that's just a potion shop. Overworld block is one of the flags that can roll on, but it's not guaranteed to. We've seen... Let's see, what have we seen? Have we seen level 1 yet? I don't think we've seen level 1 yet.
I'm not sure, even though we have the recorder to beaten dungeons, it seems to not be a priority.
Yeah, normally the thing with 2Q1 is there's only 2 items in there. One if Heart Shuffle's off, which is probably the case if we have vanilla item distribution. So unless you get the sense that and we've seen this term coin in this tournament, this notion of pendant dungeons. You'd like to not have to dig pendant dungeons if you don't have to, and if the items are what they are, then we probably never need to go to 1 unless we want a boomerang. Well, there's arrows on iceBlue's side, and good to know that our candle, if we wanted it, is at an annoying spot, and it's 1 off the maximum.
So this is not a chest jerk friendly seed where you've got to have heart in those take any's.
Unfortunately, I am team chest jerk on this. I like having hearts. Just health is good. I like health. What can I say? All right, so in addition to 1, the other level... Well, we haven't seen 4 yet. Everyone's favorite letter D-shaped dungeon, Second Quest 4. We also haven't seen 8 yet, so we saw a very brief glimpse of 7. It might be 2Q7, but we really don't know yet. 8 will give us a much better sense of that.
And Fury takes a 20 rupee hit, and 5 hearts is enough for the white sword.
Okay, here's level 8 up on Death Mountain, and ooh, this smells 2Q-ish.
Yeah. I thought I felt a burning in my olfactory senses.
Yeah, that's not Glenn Jacobs, that is 2Q8.
So Blue Gorias look to be part of the bomb drop groupings.
Yeah, that's not normal. So we have shuffled drop groups, which is interesting that we're just now discovering this 16 minutes in. We've seen a bunch of screens and we've seen a bunch of levels. This room, I believe, has to be a push block because of the placement of that key in the room, if I'm right about that. If not, chat will tell me. But yeah, Fury's behaving as if this is 2Q8, and it almost certainly is.
Yeah. Either that or a very coincidental shape, but...
I mean, that is possible. I would love to actually see that one day, to where the shapes that spawn are so close to the actual shape of the level, except for maybe like one room. That would be funny, but we haven't seen it yet, at least not in a tournament.
For a moment, I thought you were going to say closest to the actual retail price without going over.
I mean, I can.
It's
a little late now. Right.
Yeah, a little late now, but that was where my mind went when you said closest to the actual.
No, that's fair. I love TPIR. Fury doing the dance of the 7 veils to get around those red bubbles and dodging them well. Yeah, we've got full 2Q enemies because these skeletons are shooting swords at us. We have a stair here. Is this one of our items? No, it's one of the 7 transports in 2Q8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if this were me running this seed, I would be annoyed, but these runners haven't lost yet. iceblue takes an unfortunate death there in 6. Neither of these runners has lost yet in the bracket stage, so they've been able to handle everything the seeds in this tournament have thrown at them. So I expect they're not if they're anything, they're mildly annoyed, but they are undeterred.
By now, to reference something that was mentioned in chat, I would be invoking many monkey offspring at this point.
That's a very sanitary way to say that. That was impressive. I like that.
I've got to make sure to keep it as friendly as I can. I mean, granted, if it were on my own channel, I would not be. I'd be using different language for invoking monkey offspring.
Oh, I would too. Yeah. But yeah, no, we want to keep this audience big. And thanks for joining us, by the way. This is a fun race already. We're less than 20 minutes in, and we have all sorts of information and all sorts of challenges facing our runners.
I mean, not knowing much about how the runners go here, I would think that Fury has the advantage, already having the ladder, the bow, and now the any key.
I would tend to agree. Chat might not, but I would tend to agree with you. If for no other reason than in addition to those items, he already has 2 of the larger, as iceblue is going to get his ladder right here in 6. He's already got 6 done, and he's already got 5 done. He hasn't found 3 yet, but 3 will, given the knowledge he has now, 3 is not going to take him long at all. Right, Fury's going to take this stair now. He seems to have run into part of the map where he's kind of running out of options. He's going to see where this stair takes him. It takes him further inside the spiral here, and he pops out in a Goma room, but he finds Triforce right away.
Can always return if need be, but potentially not.
Yeah,
I would think really needed.
Yeah, I think the only way that the only thing that might bring him back here to get a wand, because he knows where White Sword is if it's Boomstick, and maybe not even then, given kind of the dungeon knowledge that he has. So iceblue finds 9 up in Casino Corner. But yeah, that any key is going to be very helpful. Fury has just enough money to get those arrows, and he's going to grab them here. He already has the bow. This makes a ton of sense. And he knows the silvers are in 9, so you might as well.
Yep, that way you can take care of any Gomas or anything along the way. And here's iceblue in 5.
And at this point, iceblue has to know that the bow is almost assuredly here. We know it's definitely here, but given what he saw already with the flute in 2, power bracelet with the Armos, and ladder in 6, yeah, he has to be operating on the assumption that, yes, bow's here, I need to get it. In fact, this is the room where it is, I believe.
Yeah, deep dig was not necessarily needed.
Right, instant bow for iceblue. He's got that, and he knows where that Triforce is. He's exiting. Is he going to try? Oh yeah, he's going to try and pirouette this key door. Yeah, no, he's got to go a different direction to get that done. And now he gets the joy of this this annoying Wizrobe room. But he has the benefit of doing it with White Sword, which will make the combat a little faster, particularly if he's able to avoid getting bopped.
So chat noting that Raft would not be required here, as Raft is in level 4. Level 4 is, I believe, the only level we haven't seen, so we can't have a Raft-blocked Raft level.
Very true. I suppose we could have a Raft block level 1, but we don't have to. We started with 1, so that kind of doesn't make that much of a difference at this point. Yeah, so I don't think that our runners would be prioritizing getting digging the. Well, yeah, no, they wouldn't. What am I saying? It's late. My brain's not working. Raft would be in 4 in this, and yeah, 4 can't block itself. All right, name that tune, folks. That 50% of these feel like they're Final Fantasy, which I have never played. So, okay, that flute takes you over to that part of the map. That might be 1, actually. On our tracker, confirming exactly what I just spotted. Thank you, Zairyu. Yeah, that spot that's Fury just fluted to is where level 1 was, but neither of our runners went in there. iceblue has a bunch of money. He's going to grab a key here. He doesn't know where level 8 is yet, so he's not interested in waiting for that. He's using his money to buy keys now. I kind of like this play. As he finds 4 here up just 1 screen northeast of vanilla level 1.
Meanwhile, Fury also picking up the white sword. So both runners have the upgrades. And how quickly I forget. That's why they didn't pick up the letter, because they already had it in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, I've done that multiple times in this tournament. Grabbed something that I already started the level with, thinking I needed it. Yeah, no, very easy to do. Fury's going to push this block. iceBlue's going to grab his Triforce right away out of 4. I think he got red bubbled, so he may have needed to do this to get his sword back. But yeah, I'd imagine. Well, no, he's not going to go in. I was going to say the only thing, Raft and Book are in here. The only reason you'd want the book is if you want to understand Old Man and get hints in 9 about the location of the kidnapped or the location of Ganon.
And the location of the silvers, I would think, as well, since we know the silvers are in 9.
Very true. That's right. Yeah, we can. So there can be all 3 hints in the dungeon. Now, given that it's 2Q9, maybe iceblue is thinking that, oh well, there's not that many staircases. It's not 2Q9 is not that big. So I'm willing to run that risk because I'm not going to get stuck taking a whole bunch of staircases.
Ah, yes, the ever-popular calculated risk.
All right, so between our 2 runners, they've seen all of the necessary levels, or they know where all the levels are. The only one we haven't physically seen is level 1, but we know where it is. So this is going to come down to a combination of routing and combat. Well, not combat. Both these runners are excellent at combat. This is going to come down to routing and how well they can navigate, how quickly they can find things in the dungeons. I mean. Speaking of finding things, Fury just found level 3. He's going to exit and go right back in. Meanwhile, iceblue, it looks like he's farming for bombs, maybe?
It looks like both Gurias are part of that bomb drop group.
Well, that would certainly be handy for our runners, certainly on the overworld. Now, the trouble with shuffled drop groups can sometimes become you get into a level where routing is critical. It's a nice bomb force on iceBlue's side. Is that you can... Each dungeon has to give you at least 1 enemy that drops bombs. But it doesn't have to give you any more than that. And there have been instances we've seen in the tournament where our runners are bomb starved and just beyond forcing a bomb are just having no luck finding an enemy that can drop bombs, much less will. Fury making quick work of this 3, and he's going to take this staircase. I don't think he doesn't have the compass, so he does not know that the Triforce is over here. He's about to know in about 3 seconds when he picks up this compass.
I think all the other rooms were explored, so it was more... Okay. It was kind of by process of elimination. Fury knew, okay, it had to be on the other side of the staircase.
Ah, see if you're using logic though. I was just using barely paying attention. This is why you're driving. This is why you're driving.
Around.
Yeah, this is why you're driving and I'm spectating. All right. Speaking of driving, Fury drove his way through that level 3 in no time flat. He was in and out relatively for seeing every room. He took care of that 3 relatively quickly. He just needs the location of 4. He knows where 7 is. He needs 4, and he's about to find it right here. Meanwhile, iceblue is in 8, and he's in not a fun part of 8. He's seeing a lot of stairs in this northeastern part of the map. I don't know that Fury got over to this end of things.
Wait, there's a fun part of 8?
Did I say fun? If I said fun, I didn't mean to. I meant, or I should have added air quotes when I said it.
Okay. And yeah, Fury took an early transport, so this is parts of 8 that have yet to be seen.
Ah, the proverbial parts unknown. I like it.
Well played.
Does that mean that level 9 is Truth or Consequences, New Mexico? These are wrestling jokes, folks. In case you weren't.
Usually I'm a bit sharper than this. Maybe it's because it's a bit later at night for me than I'm used to doing these things. I'm just calling it as I would normally see it, and my brain's going, "Wait, I'm too tired to make jokes."
I am too, but that's not stopping me from making bad jokes. That's the problem. iceblue pushing this block with the Akumenis. I thought this was the item. It is. Okay, he's going to get his any key, and I would imagine he's done digging for items. He just wants Triforce at this point.
Yeah, no love for the wand.
At least not in this seed. I like the wand in particularly in this flag set. Whether or not you get boomstick, it's an added offensive upgrade and it's a ranged weapon. It's as a not nearly as savvy a runner as a lot of the folks in this tournament. That wand is a lot of help for me. Fury grabs his Triforce out of 4, and iceblue, he's at the top. Okay, now he's up in this end of the map. He's going to end up seeing a lot more of this level 8 than Fury did. But he's making quick progress through it, so don't know how much of a net time difference that's going to end up being.
Well, I mean, you're at the semifinals here, so this is Well, this goes to show with the runners the difference as far as 2 blue potions versus a red potion is negligible. So, take take a little cost hit, save a little time.
Yeah, definitely, and those are discount prices. So, that's nice. Our tracker was telling us earlier that we have a full 1Q overworld and full 2Q dungeon. So, in theory, there should be 3 secrets out there. We've only found the 1. Okay, Fury has 1 level left, and it's level 7, and it's this is a gross room, but he's able to get through with his sword. Oh, that's a nice find for Fury. Get that compass right away. As iceblue finds his Triforce out of level 8. No. Fury is looking for a path to get to... Okay, he knows he has a path now. It's just too... He couldn't get to it from the south. He's going to come into it from the... Well, he's not going to come into it to the north. Oh, shoot. Can he get in from the... Oh, he can. He just has to beat this god-awful room. Oh, that's savvy on Fury's part. I would not have thought to clip into that block. A lot of our more experienced runners will do a block clip, but in this room, they'll usually do it on one of the 2 blocks on the bottom. That is smart to hide up there and be able to just shoot, because they'll walk back and forth in this big open spot here. I like this.
A very heads-up play here. And now iceBlue's in 7.
Yeah, he thought, okay, Fury thought about that heart, opted not to get it. And he's going to grab his Triforce. He is now eligible to enter level 9. Meanwhile, iceBlue's going to skip that room the same way that Fury did, and he's going to get the news here in a minute that, oh wait, I actually need to go through that room.
And iceBlue doing the nice thing and showing us how awful 7 is.
Yeah, 7 is low-key awful. Oh, there's a question. Can you bomb out of that room? Nope.
No.
Yeah, so he's going to go over here, get the bad news about the shoot, and then go down and have to clear that room, the same room that Fury had to clear to get his Triforce. So Fury's going to enter level 9 here, probably with about a 1.5 minute, 2-minute lead. All right, iceBlue electing not to clip here. He's trying to beat these guys at combat heads up, and yeah, he's getting beat up by these bubbles, but he's making slow and steady progress.
And it looks like Fury continuing to look for bombs here, so not quite. Oh, yeah, let's see here.
Ah, he did. So that's a heads up play by Fury. I had not caught that the red tech tights drop bombs, but he did, and he decided he wanted to take the extra 30 seconds and fill up, because if there's going to be anything that trips you up, it's not going to be garbage staircases. It's going to be either rooms like this, or it's going to be running out of bombs. So I have to think that he's clearing this room not because it's difficult from a get-through perspective, but because that it can be a push block. And if this is the room, if this is where silvers are, then that's just gross.
I mean, would you expect less from this game?
I mean, not after playing in the actual tournament, no. And of course, it's nothing. But, you know, at least you know now, and thankfully you can farm bombs if you need to right outside.
Well, tanks for nothing go. Oh, shoot.
Oh, level 9. What? Oh, you're just going to be like that, huh? Okay, so going left's not going to get you anything. As iceBlue joins Fury in 9, and iceBlue's going to head to the right, where Fury has not been yet. Fury's going to go up, so this very easily could come down to taking the right turn at Albuquerque, so to speak.
Of course, I hear a roar and see a room go dark, and I think, oh, but nope, not quite.
Yeah, the big doofy Aqua Menace is pump faking us. This is a stair Fury side. There's only 3 transports in here. It's an item. It's not the item we need to beat the game, but it's definitely one that Fury will welcome.
Yeah, only with 7 hearts. Yeah, I could take the defensive upgrade.
Yeah, that is definitely worth the 15 seconds it takes to grab it. You're not turning that down, especially given that he's down to 1 heart. So, speaking of needing defense, iceblue gets spit out in a room of left molas and has to run screaming to get through that room. He's going to clear this room because this can be a push block. Okay,
And
we're
it
getting
is,
information.
but it's a transport.
Yeah, we're getting information fast and furious. Was that room? Oh, I don't think Fury cleared that room fully. There's one bat left. Is this Zelda? No, it's not.
Oh, good news, bad news. Here's Ganon, but no silvers yet.
Oh, and you're stuck there. Okay, so you have to up an A. Well, that's great information for iceblue. And he had to get there using a transport stair. So, and chat also calling out that Ganon's not in his normal room, which indicates that Zelda's probably not going to be in her normal room, meaning we may be able to enter her room from any direction. Now, iceBlue's getting the same bad news about the Wizrobe room full of nothing.
And using bombs aplenty to get there.
He's doing a really nice job on Green Tunic to be able to take these guys out without taking significant damage. Fury took that stair to get spit out in the same left molar room, but he's getting information. He's taken 2 sets of transports now. And he'll see this stair here. This is the red ring. So yeah, he's quickly eliminating the possible locations where... Oh no, that's a transport. He's quickly eliminating the possible locations where silvers could be. Yep, and yeah, no, chat's right. This is the path to Ganon. Fury hears the roar. He's going to go up and check these rooms to see... Now, he doesn't know the Ganon's to the right, but he will in a second. But he's going to check these rooms here. If the silvers are here, then that is huge for Fury.
Wow, how challenging trying to dodge the red bubbles and these Wizrobes just to be able to put some damage onto them.
Yeah, this room is just 8 kinds of annoying. Nice job, but he only gets a useless key for his effort, so he's going to go pop out. He has a potion, so if he finds the silvers in the room immediately below that, he can go... he can use a potion and go into the Ganon fight. This may be an old man... Nope, it's just a useless turnstile room. Even worse. Alright, meanwhile on iceBlue's side, he's made his way up to the right ear of Ganon in the map, and he's seeing some part of the map that Fury hasn't seen yet. He's going to try and beat this room because this absolutely can be a push block. If he's able to survive here, it looks like he's using pause strats?
He is using pause strats.
Nice decision, because that gets you, that allows you to position yourself on half tiles, make quick dodges, and yeah, he's making really good progress in this room. Nice combat. And a great clock to boot.
Ever timely clock, you love to see it.
Alright, what do we got in this stair?
There's the silvers.
Wow, what a find. And iceBlue knows the path to Ganon. The only thing he doesn't know is the location of the princess yet.
This just got spicy.
Yeah, it did. I'm a little surprised that that iceBlue didn't check one of those other 2 rooms in the ear there to see if that might be where Zelda's hiding. But he's headed right for this Ganon fight. Oh, Fury has the compass. Good spot on chat's part. We now know where the location of the girl is. iceBlue does not, but he enters the Ganon fight here at 43 minutes and 21 seconds. And Ganon not 0 HP tonight, so this is going to be a bit of a fight. Oh no!
It takes a Hyrule driver. Meanwhile, Fury finds the silvers, and iceBlue takes a death to a Ganon fireball.
Oh no! I don't think iceBlue bought a potion beforehand. Oh no! And I think chat's saying that iceBlue never got red ring either. So that Hyrule driver cost him the full 4 hearts.
Only having 7, that is not going to work out so well.
All right, meanwhile, Fury has silvers, and he knows the location of Ganon. He just needs to get over there, and he has found his way in right here. A push block that turns into a regular door, and at 44-24, Fury's in the Ganon fight.
It looks like the stun lock is on. There's the 8th swing on the white sword, and we have bacon.
Ah, crispy bacon. All right, so Fury secures the tap out for Ganon, so now it's just a matter of locating the princess for him, and he's got the compass. He just needs to find the path.
That can sometimes be easier said than done.
Yeah, the one thing he knows is this room is the horizontal chute that had that stupid Aqua Menace in it. So if he goes across and there's a door up, that's GG's. There's not. He has to find another way in.
That's right, and that's the shoot room. iceblue now with battle number 2 with Ganon here.
And now he has the stun lock, so he'll take care of Ganon in short order. Down goes the pig. Can Fury get in here? Well, you can't get in that way. You've got to go up and around. Or do you? Is this the no? This is the
Wow.
This is the blue land molar room.
So it looks like you can only get in from the left.
Yeah, I think you can only get in from underneath. So it's a question of how do you get there? I think iceblue. I don't know that iceblue is bombed or tried to walk through to the left here, so he doesn't know that he can't do that. Wow, how do you get it? This can't be a magic stair? I don't think. I think we've seen all 3 stairs, haven't we? Oh, and chat making a good point that iceblue doesn't have compass, so he's going to end up looking in a lot of places he doesn't need to look. Oh, but Fury's found the path here, and the door opens. Wow, you can only get in from the left. Oh, so get your GGs in chat for FurySK, our winner of Game 1 with a racetime.gg time of 46 minutes and 34 seconds. Wow, that finish.
We see iceblue at least taking a moment here.
Oh, and he got one-way stared, and he didn't have anywhere to go there. My gosh, that escalated quickly.
And iceblue waving the white flag on this one drops the forfeit.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He had everything but the path to the girl, and it was a super trolly path. But yeah, finding that compass saved Fury a lot of time, and may very well have been the difference. It was just the order in which you find things in level 9, and that enabled Fury to close the gap from there.
Yeah, this was just nicely played on both of their parts.
Yeah, the caliber of play that we've seen really throughout this tournament, but especially as we've gotten down to the quarterfinals and now the semifinals, has just been outstanding. And just little things like that. You know, you would think if you finish a seed in under 50 minutes that you should win most of the time against an opponent. But with runners like these, 46 and change was the winning time here. And my gosh, that was fun to watch.
We have both of our competitors joining us here in the booth. GG to both of you here. This one, this had some moments back and forth for sure.
GG's. GG's. It was about as jet as it could get, so I was concerned that was not the seed for me. But I did get lucky on the overworld early, and then I stayed pretty clean throughout.
Yeah, I grabbed the recorder out of 2 like super quick, and turns out it was worthless. But
not for me. I found 6 real early, grabbed the Triforce, and bailed on it for the time being because I had no sword. Went back, found 2, used it to flute to 6. Probably bailed me out at the time.
No, I had wood sword, so like the moment I grabbed recorder out of 2, I was like, okay, it's vanilla second quest. I was like, we're just gonna pretend that it's vanilla second quest.
Yeah, pretty much. I did the world wrap at like 10 seconds to see what was on the coast and said, well, that's not great. And then went up to the grave and saw nothing underneath the Armos. I'm like, well, that's not great either. And then saw the power bracelet under the Armos way over in the forest. Said, well, that's not great either. And yeah, rinse repeat.
I think my routing through 8 put me in a pretty bad spot because I went right and went all the way down.
I went right, and then I took a stair, and then I found the Innie key, and then I found the try. So
I grabbed the Innie key. The Innie key was like 3 rooms away from from start, which under an Aquamentus, or like it was like 1 or 2 rooms or something like that. Yeah, no. 7 was like really weird routing. Like even though like the Triforce was like right there, like you could only go through like 1 section because it was a shoot room blocking it.
Yep, with red blue bubbles and dark nuts. Fun times.
4, my 4 was incredible. Like I walked north, cleared the room, and it was a compass, and I was like, oh, okay, sick.
Oh, I suppose I'll let them interview me now, though.
No, so to answer your question, I mean, this was very tight in the end game. You both, I think, entered 9 within like 90 seconds of each other. Yeah, I mean, you saw a lot of rooms in 8, but you were making really quick progress through those rooms. So when you watch this back, I don't think this will cost you as much time as you kind of thought it did. I wanted to get both your thoughts because Fury, you mentioned that you knew it was Jet seed pretty early on. So were both of you kind of, at what point did you kind of put that together that, oh wait, this is a Jet?
When my first 3 dungeons dug were 2, then 6, then 5, I was like, "Well, this is really working out." And none of those items were particularly deep. 2 had the flute, 1 room north. 6 had the ladder, like 4 rooms directly south. And 5, I want to say, if you went away from the compass long enough to the bottom part of that dungeon, it was the bow for free and like the first staircase you saw. So
yeah, I went left in 5.
When you see all that freedom of items, and it's the key items you need, you kind of know it's a Jet, and from there you're just hoping your opponent did not find the exact same starting path that you did, because if that's the case, it all comes down to execution. And while I'd like to think I'm good at the randomizer, I'm not good necessarily at vanilla or having had thousands and thousands of chances to play through combat. So I was not expecting to do very well in just a straight up execution fight.
Yeah, no, I think my biggest time loss was that death to Ganon, because he wouldn't get stun locked on right side, and I got he was like a tile and a half off of his normal grid, so I wasn't stabbing in the right spot, and just I took a driver and died.
Yeah, I think my 9 was not great, but not awful. I did grab a potion to put myself on real poverty because I had only found the 1 large secret all seed, and had bought the wood arrows, of course, since I saw Gomas in a whole bunch of dungeons and was concerned that they might block shutter doors to Triforces I wanted. So I was really poverty, but hoping to not have to deal with red bubbles in 9, and I think I had lost my sword at one point for probably 5 or 6 rooms. So I was.
I got red bubble too.
I think the red ring find probably was the only real difference in the end then, but I don't know, my Ganon fight wasn't bad at all.
There's a couple things. One, the red ring certainly helped. I mean, Ice that death wasn't great to Ganon. I don't know that it was necessarily determinative. The other thing that helped Fury out a lot was in the pathing up to find a path to the Ganon fight. That Fury found the compass. So after he had beaten Ganon, he knew where the princess was. There was a one-way trolley path you had to take to get there. But knowing where the princess was, she was down in the left cheek, I think helped shave some time off. Because your Ganon fights, weren't that far apart at all. But Fury knew what part of the map he needed to get to. So he would, after striking out on 2 other ways to get to that room, you could only get in from the left, and it was an annoying path, but I'd say those 2 things gave gave just a little bit of an edge. But this was close throughout. Both of you were flying.
Yeah, like I said, like the moment I grabbed the recorder out of 2, like when I found it like super early, I was like, okay, we're gonna assume vanilla items. And I knew since it was second quest, too, just from like where you enter it, because like you can kind of get an idea like how you enter the dungeon on the map itself. If it's like shapes, if it's first quest, if it's second quest. So I was like, all right, that's the side of the A. I was like, so it's second quest 1 through 6. So I was like, I knew I had Tringle 1 and 2. So I just grabbed the recorder and just left. And ended up finding 3, grabbed the, unfortunately, like almost last location, the Triforce in there. Wasting a couple of keys.
Impossible. Yeah, that was almost impossible to right order. Who takes a staircase for that one room?
Yeah. And then I routed all the way around, found 6, grabbed the ladder, found 5, grabbed the bow, found 4, got the Triforce in like 4 rooms, and then it was just a search for 8, and we found it like 3 screens before the really crappy part of Death Mountain.
Yeah, but unsurprising we were that close to the end. I mean, at this point, execution, I said in the pregame, I'll say it now, I think execution-wise, even though I kind of put myself behind you a little bit, I think we're pretty darn close. So really, these seeds just come down to who goes the right way first and does that profit enough to give them the lead to overcome every little small blip that they make along the way. And I don't know, man.
I mean, when you have plus or minus 4 practice all year around, Fury, your execution becomes really good.
Well, it didn't give me the +4 I was rooting for. It gave me +4 on like Octoroks.
I mean, blue as robes rolled really high.
Shoutouts to that one room to the left of start in 9. I cleared that. I went outside and farmed Tektites for bombs and cleared that. Said, come on, if that's the silvers, it's a fun room for me. But it would never push.
Yeah,
so
it was like I think they had 15 HP because I think it was either 7 or 8 hits with the white sword.
Yeah, whatever it wasn't fun. I think I burned a whole bunch of bombs and then just tried to kill off the room. But no, I don't know. For all the blessings Dave does, he didn't really do that great of a job outside the 9 on this one.
Yep.
I don't know, you got any ideas on your remorse yet? And you don't have to say anything until we get a bit closer if you don't want, but I'm curious.
No, I'm going to give it some thought over the next couple of days because I know our next race is until Thursday, so.
That's fair. I've got mine in mind. I'll get some gasps, but we'll see if we'll see what happens in game 2 and go from there, I guess. And
yep.
Thanks again to Comms and Tracking, or Seiyu and BBQ and Ferran, and again to SpeedGaming for putting us on the restream.
Yeah, thank y'all for putting us on here. It was really fun. And GG's Fury. I will see you Thursday for game 2.
Yep, sounds good.
And that game will be Thursday, the 27th of April at 10 p.m. Eastern on a channel yet to be determined, but we'll find out over the course of the next coming days. And as noted, iceblue will have the remorse flag determined by then. And victory for iceblue will even it up and force a game 3. A victory for Fury will advance him into the finals. So we are down to the nitty-gritty here in this tournament.
Absolutely. This was, if the rest of the races in the semifinals and the finals are as tight as this, we're in for a whole bunch of fun, because this was a really fun race to watch and a really fun race to commentate with you, Ferran. This was fun.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. It's something that I've been looking forward to getting into more, and glad to be able to do so here.
Yeah, and thanks also to SayRUX doing the tracking and Smilefire's doing the setup for us behind the scenes. Great job, everybody. Wow, this went by in a blink.
Yeah, it certainly did. So it looks like I don't know if we have rating capabilities, but looking at some of the other things going on here among the SpeedGaming networks, starting up in about 5 minutes over on SpeedGaming 2. It's the 2023 A Link to the Past Randomizer Main Tournament Group Stage. It's Incoherent versus Pilovan, I believe. I'm trying to read this on the fly here. Nothing can go wrong when it's live. Also, over on Speed Gaming 3, well, there's the Legend of Zelda, the Battle of Hyrule. You have Antlers 44 against Ryuk, I believe, and that's that started about 35 minutes ago. So they're probably still well in on that. So yeah, quite a few options here. Plenty of stuff going on among these Speed Gaming networks, and certainly looking forward to more action here as we get later into the tournament. So make sure to give our runners a follow if you haven't already, and thank you again to our tracker, SaberUX, and you can show us some love here as commentators as well. From my broadcast partner, bbq.gov, I'm Ferran Burgundy saying so long here from Speed Gaming. Good night, everybody.